Pangarap ko ang matapos to. Good day everyone, I'm Anthony Rof A. Balugo, a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering student from Colegio de Muntinlupa. So today I will be presenting my on-the-job training experience at Linea Architects Co. So, Linea Architects Co., a Filipino-owned design and build company engaged in architectural and engineering services. So, the company offers a wide range of services including planning, construction, project management, and specialized engineering works. So, this training allowed me to bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge and real-world engineering practice while developing both my technical and professional skills. So, during my OJT, I was exposed to both office-based and on-site operations. So, my key areas of involvement were procurement and supplier coordination, site supervision and plan interpretation, material inventory management, and lastly, plumbing inspection and troubleshooting. So, through this experience, I gained a deeper understanding of how construction projects are executed from planning up to project completion. So, during the first 2 weeks, I was assigned to the procurement department, where I learned the importance of material sourcing and coordination. So, my responsibilities were first, communicating with suppliers and requesting quotations. Second, gathering and organizing supplier data. Then lastly, reviewing and processing purchase orders. So, this experience taught me the importance of accuracy, organization, and communication in ensuring the materials within budget and to be delivered on time. So, on the third week, I was assigned to the Domingo site, which is located in San Pedro, Laguna, where I was exposed to actual construction operations. So some of my key activities included participating in toolbox meetings, where daily tasks, safety reminders were discussed. Second, reviewing architectural and electrical plans to ensure proper implementation. Then lastly, assisting in the preparation of occupancy and permit requirements. I also help in material transportation, tile grouting, and tile dismantling, which allowed me to gain hands-on experience in construction work. So, one of the most important tasks I participated in this site was the punch listing process with the homeowner. So, during this activity, I documented defects and unfinished works, assisted in site inspections, and helped monitor progress of corrections. So, this experience highlighted the importance of quality control and client satisfaction before project turnover. So, I was also involved in designing a proposed understair shoe rack applying space planning concepts. Secondly, I assisted in procurement of materials for a false column. Third, coordination with another site to borrow equipment. So this one is the most unforgettable because I have to borrow a drill because our drill in this site is ruined. So therefore, I need to find an alternative drill. So thankfully, there's a site that is willing to lend us their drill for like 3 hours. So going back for the additional task in the San Pedro site is managing the transportation and inventory of tools and materials. So, to conclude, this task enhanced my ability to adapt, coordinate, and think practically in real site conditions. So, Towards the end of my training, I participated in a leak inspection at a site in Pasig. So, it's another site. So, in the Pasig site, we identified issues such as defective pipe joints, poor waterproofing, and wall gaps causing water seepage. So, this experience gave me valuable exposure to troubleshooting and defect analysis, which are essential in construction engineering. So, during my OJT, hindi din mawawala yung engineering problems encountered. So, ano nga ba tong three major engineering problems na ito? So, first is yung defective tile installation. So, specifically, ito yung engineering problem sa San Pedro site ko. So, this is caused by improper installation and uneven surfaces. And the solution involved tile removal, surface preparation, and proper reinstallation. So, this problem taught me the importance of precision and proper workmanship. So, pangalawa, sa engineering problem, quality defects from punch listing. So, specifically, itong second ay sa sa site ko in San Pedro, Laguna, yung Domingo site. So, this included paint issues, ceiling problems, and an unfinished details. So, this was addressed through systematic documentation and correction. So, this emphasized the role of quality control and attention to detail. Kasi kung hindi tayo attentive enough, sayang lang yung work, yung time, sa na-execute na part ng bahay. Kung hindi naman thoroughly na-scan kung maayos ba yung pagkakagawa ni worker o maayos ba yung pagkaka-install ni worker. Next, lastly, ang pinaka-stressful, plumbing leak issue. So, this was caused by poor sealing and defective pipe connections. So, nag-require to ng both temporary and long-term solutions. Kasi itong plumbing leak issues na to, specifically sa Pasig site to. So, compared dun sa site ko sa San Pedro, si San Pedro kasi is 2-story dwelling house. 2-story yun. Pero itong si Pasig, kaya sobrang pinaka stressful. Siya? Apartment? Apartment siya. Therefore, ang problema niya regarding sa leak ay nagiging lumalabas na rather domino. Paanong domino? Well, ito kasi ang formation ng placement ng room nila. So as mentioned, plumbing leak issue. So ito si CRA, ito si CRB. Si CRB may problem na questionable yung leak kung saan nanggagaling. Pero kung titignan, makikita lang yung problem ni CRB kung titignan si CRA. However, since as mentioned ko din, apartment yon, hindi lang kay CRA yung magiging cause kung bakit may problem si CRB. Dapat din i-consider yung nasa CR sa taas ni B. Bakit? Kasi may dumadaloy pa ding tubig dyan. And, ayun, mahaba-habang explanation for plumbing. Basta, ang pinaka-stressful is tong plumbing leak issue sa Pasig. Kasi nga, domino effect yung nangyayari dito. And dapat talaga maalam sa plumbing system, plumbing system, and yung plumbing plan. Kung para masolusyonan yung dapat magawa dito, na hindi for temporary lang, na dapat for long term. Kasi involvement nito tubig. And more likely, yun nga, since sasabi ko, domino effect, hindi lang isang tao yung maapektuhan dito, kundi madami, sunod-sunod. So, dapat hindi pang short term, dapat pang long term yung solution dito. Pinaka-the best na experience, pero pinaka-stressful pa rin. Yun. So, going back, itong site na to, itong problem na to sa Pasig na to, enhance my understanding of waterproofing and maintenance practices. Kasi hindi din, ibang contractor yung humawak before nun. So, therefore, talagang ang nangyari, hindi gamay for the first 2 weeks yung problema. So, ang nangyari, trial and error. So, ayun, tumagal. Kulang-kulang 2 weeks, I guess, or less than 2 weeks. Tapos, ayun, pinaka-main na nangyari, ayun nga, pinaka-problema lang sa leakage is yung waterproofing. Tapos, yun nga, may nakita ding butas na pipe. Yeah. So, continuing. Throughout my training, I developed both technical and soft skills. So, for the technical skills, first off, plan interpretation. Second, construction inspection. Third, material and inventory management. Fourth, troubleshooting and construction defects. So, for our soft skills naman, for my soft skills rather, andun yung communication and teamwork. Second, problem solving and critical thinking. Third, adaptability in real-world situations. Then lastly, professional responsibility. So, yun. So, dapat kasi, during OJT, we must learn to listen para matuto. Kasi, yes, may alam tayo sa school. Yes, ang daming tinuturo ng prof natin before tayo, ilabas sa OJT. Pero, hindi yun enough. Hindi yun enough sa atin para magmalaki or hindi na magtanong sa mga higher sa atin. And, ayun din. May mga bagay na hindi pa natuturo sa school na malalaman lang natin sa construction. Which is both nakaka-pressure and nakaka-amaze at the same time. Pressure kasi, sa term na pressure, papasok doon na, andun yung mga what ifs, insecurities, na baka anong sabihin nitong supervisor ko, baka anong sabihin nitong worker ko. Yun. And yung, yung uplifting part naman, yes, may bago akong nalaman. Yes, ganito pala yun. Yes. So, continuing. Yan. Conclusion. My on-the-job training at Linea Architects Co. was a valuable, transformative experience. It allowed me to apply my academic knowledge in real construction settings. So, pasok dito yung sa QS, quality surveying, pati yung construction methods. So, yeah, shout out dun sa dalawang prof ko dun, Ma'am Ida and Sir Macaninaw. Kasi honestly, yun. Ang hirap nung yung sa academic part. Pero somehow, though may kulang pa akong alam, at least nababalance yung hindi ko alam sa alam ko na during my OJT internship. So, ayun. Second, gain hands-on experience on both office and site work. So, honestly, in-expect ko na, during my internship, mas in-expect ko na titingin lang kami, magtatanong lang kami, without doing any work. Kasi nga, ano bang experience ko as a student? Wala. Ang alam ko lang computations, ang alam ko lang loadings, ang alam ko lang visuals. Pero, never kong na-imagine na during this internship, makakapag-propose ako ng mga drawings, makakapag-propose ako ng solutions na papakinggan, which is nakaka-uplift. Though, andun din yung part na stressful and andun din papasok yung risk. Kasi andun yung part na itong pinopose ko, maaaring ikabuti, maaaring hindi. Kasi, syempre, pasok na dito yung yung actual perang masasayang, perang papasok, tsaka yung perang magagamit. Yan. Na hindi basta-basta mababalik pag nagkamali. So, hindi man accurate yung nangyayari, hindi man perfect, rather, at least may knowledge, at least na-execute ng tama. At hindi too much in the means of negative part. Yun. So, lastly, yun, na-develop yung essential engineering professional skills ko dito. Well, sa pangatlo, yeah, na-develop, pero I know I need more pa. Kailangan ko pa may malaman pa sa profession na tinatahak ko ngayon. So, this training has prepared me to become a competent and responsible future civil engineer. So, for the recommendations, for the interns muna, be proactive and take initiative in every task. So, honestly, for the first 2 weeks kasi, na-assign ako sa office. So, at first, wala lang sa akin yun. Kasi nga, honestly, hindi ko talaga balak pumasok sa structural. Wala akong balak for architectural na. Kasi nga, I'm a bit lost. Pero one thing is for sure, masaya ako sa transportation engineering. And hindi man masyadong matalino, nag-enjoy din ako sa geotech. So, pagkapasok ko sa office, ayun, wala lang sa akin. Kasi nga, ayun, hindi naman yun geotech related yung gagawin pag nag-site. Yun yung nasa mindset ko before. However, nagkaroon ng changes. So, hindi ko napapangalanan, pero may isang employee na nagtanong sa akin bigla na hindi ba daw ako parang pantawag doon. Parang nakalimutan ko na yung tamang exact words niya, pero hindi ba daw ako parang nalulungkot na yung ibang classmates ko daw nagsasite. So, honestly, wala sa akin yung tanong na yon. Pero as days pass, it hit me. Oo nga, medyo kulang. Medyo kulang sa part ko. Kasi, syempre, iba pa din siguro yung experience ng nasa field. Iba pa din yung experience siguro ng yung hirap na alam mong hindi yung hirap na kailangan ng solusyon na effective. So, ayun, moving forward, nag-message ako sa management, sa higher, kay Arke Josh, kung pwede ba akong mapag-site. Then, ayun, initiative. Thankfully, days after, binigyan niya ako ng site. Tapos, ayun. And all were history. Next, communicate and learn from supervisors and workers. So, honestly, during my internship, hindi siya smooth sailing regarding communication. So, nung nasa office ako, communication with the suppliers, may may mga sabihin nating hindi sumusunod sa usapan. Yung biglang taas ng presyo kapag magsisila ng deal. So, honestly, yun yung pinaka nakakainis na nakaka-stress na pangyayari during my office era. Kasi naka-ready na for pagpapasa sa finance. Tapos, biglang nagtaas ng hindi lang piso yung tinaas na, hindi lang daan kundi libo. So, imbis na makapag-seal ng deal, naghanap pa kagad ng iba. Tapos, thankfully, regarding dun sa deadline, kung kailan need yung materyales, sumakto pa din. And, ayun, sa supervisors. So, ayun. So, napunta ako sa apat na supervisors. So, sa first ko, goods kami. Pinaka-the best siya, to be honest, sa office engineer mo. Kaso, ayun nga, kailangan ko mag-site. Kailangan ko ma-feel ng site. Pero, nevertheless, ayun, gusto ko pa rin siya, makatrabaho sa site. Pag tama na. Like, kapag nasa may license na ako or professional. Kasi honestly, siya yung isa sa mga pinaka-astig na supervisor na nakita ko sa Linea Architects ko. Yeah. So, can't wait na makatrabaho siya sana. Yun. Then, ayun, meron akong, di ko napapangalanan din yung pangalawa. Yung pangalawa, di ko napapangalanan kasi honestly, basta may miscommunication kami, misunderstanding. However, sobrang bait niya, sobrang understanding niya, sobrang galing niya. Yes. And, ayun, pangatlo, di ko siya more likely naging supervisor, pero siya din yung one of the best. Pero di ko na din papangalanan kasi siya din yung nagtanong regarding sa kung hindi ba daw ako na sa site. Yeah. Then lastly, yung pang-apat. So bale, sobrang sobrang nalulok upan ko lang talaga yung first supervisor ko, pati yung fourth. Kasi yung fourth naman, si Engineer Bry. Siya yung supervisor na, kumbaga, pag parang nagturo siya. Kasi may di ka alam. Hindi siya nakakatakot. Hindi din nakakababa ng self-esteem. Kasi, chill niya lang din, i-explain sa'yo. Tapos, yung way niya, sobrang chill. Chill na nga. Sobrang, detailed pa. So, wala ka ng, parang kulang na details. Kasi, buong-buo niyang sasabihin, detalyado niyang i-explain. So, ano pang kulang sa need mong gawin? Wala na. Kasi napaka-detalyado niya talaga. Yan. Next. Always stay observant and open to learning. Yes. So, ayun. Medyo lacking ako sa part na yan, kaya na-recommend ko sa mga future interns na, yun nga, be observant and open to learning. Kasi nga, ayun, mas okay yung may alam. Mas okay yung nakikinig para may malaman. Ayun. Ay, habol din pala sa mga supervisors. So, naging supervisor ko naman sa Pasig, si Architect Ronil. One of the best. Yes, kasi isang punta niya lang sa site doon. Then, ayun, ginot down namin yung pinaka-issue sa Pasig. Then, ayun. Basta parang bilis, ang smooth, ang direct. Ayun, ang galing. Tapos, si Architect Ronil din kasi ay isang registered master plumber. So, honestly, yeah. Hindi naman sa ayaw. Basta kung ano mang mangyayari sa akin in the future, gusto ko din magkaroon ng, plumber license. Please, register master plumber sana. Ayun. Kasi, iba pala talaga yung feeling nung may alam ka sa plumbing, tapos mahawakan yung seal kasi nga, alam mo yung nangyayari. Alam mo pa paano masolusyonan yung problema sa plumbing. So, going back. Yan. Keep proper documentation of your experience. So, yeah. Dito ko sure detail. Sobra. Kasi, honestly, bilang na late for OJT, ang in-expect ko talaga, hindi ko na in-expect na, ayun nga, magiging full detail pa ako sa experience ko. Kasi nga, honestly, may iba akong company na tina-target before na hindi lang natuloy. Which is yung DLC, DL Cervantes. However, ayun nga, syempre, change is constant. So, thankfully, na-document ko naman. Though hindi happy moments lagi, andun din, actually, mas mataas yung percentage ng stressful moments ng OJT training ko. Pero, yeah. Worth the risk, worth the sweat, worth the eye bags, worth the skincare, basta worth lahat. Yun. So, That's all. And once again, thank you for your time and attention. And that concludes my thank you. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you very much. And hopefully, ayun, yung experience ko, I'm manifesting na ma-experience din to ng iba. Kasi, iba talaga yung feeling pala talaga kapag, yung sa labas na. Sobrang ibang-iba. Iba yung aura. Tapos, dun mo masasabi na swertihan pala talaga sa company. So, ayun, syempre, masasabi ko talaga, swerte kami sa part na yung ina-expect kong magpapagtimplahin na ng kape, hindi. Ang bumungad sa amin sa Linea is stress, mix emotions ng saya, pero, ayun, natututo. So, ayun. Thank you very much for real. That's all.
Pabili po ng alaalang masaya, panghimagas ko sa buhay at siyang aking pahinga. Pabili po ng relos kahit wala ng baterya, nang dumungaw lang muli ang nalimutang pahina. Pwede bang pautang muna ng tahol ng aso naming matagal? Tagal ko nang hindi nakakapiling. Pabili po sa tindahan ng mga alaala. Pabili po ng sasakyang dati na pinaglumaan, baka sakaling maihatid sa paborito kong sinehan. Pabili po ng pambili noong aking kabataan, baka sakaling makabili ng paborito kong laruan. Pabili ng ginamit kong lapis sa unang sulat ko ng tula. Pabili ng ginamit kong ballpen sa bagsak kong mga marka. Pabili po sa tindahan ng mga alaala. Lumilipas lang ang bawat sandali.